Hello, YouTubians. This is Professor Redrockets PhD. Ruff, ruff, ruff. And today I'm going to tell you about a stupid video I saw from PragerU, more like Prager Poo. This is called Big Tech is Big Brother, and it's hosted by Brent Bozo III. More like Bozo the Turd, am I right, guys? Ruff, ruff, ruff. Okay, let's get this shit started. I'm going to play you some clips from this video, and you can tell me, no, I'll tell you about how stupid and dumb it is.
The year is 1984. One company, Microsoft, dominates the computer world. It's their way or the highway, conform or die. This snapshot in time was perfectly captured in one of the most famous commercials in TV history. The narrator informs us that Apple's breakthrough product, the Macintosh computer, will be the device that sets us all free. Looking back, Apple largely lived up to its promise. A new wave of companies, each in its own way, followed the example set by Apple's legendary CEO, Steve Jobs.
Oh my God, he's basing his entire argument on an Apple commercial from the 80s. It's rock solid.
Google gave us instant access to vast amounts of information. Facebook.
You realize MySpace existed, right? There were social networks before Facebook, you absolute skin boob. Mark Zuckerberg didn't even invent anything.
Twitter.
You know what we used Twitter for in 2009? Posts about lunch and the hills. The fact that absolute imbeciles like yourself took it seriously as a vector of political discourse up until now just speaks to how childish your understanding of the world is. I mean, sure, in 280 characters you can write that trans women aren't women, but if you want to write about some actual real-world shit that matters, it's totally inadequate.
The giants of social media are demanding conformity to their values. It's their way or the highway, conform or die. This image is perfectly captured, not by an ad, but by this recent real-life scene. Row after row of men and women stare up at Tim Cook, Apple's CEO. We only have one message for those who seek to push hate, division, and violence. You have no place on our platforms, Cook tells his audience. You have no home here.
This guy actually thinks Tim Cook is the problem. Steve Jobs can't get his dick out of this guy's ass even in death. Brent Bozo III. Grave slobber.
Apple, Google, YouTube.
You realize Google has owned YouTube since late 2006, right? Like maybe it's almost like having too few people owning too many companies is a problem or something. Like maybe monopolies are like bad?
Facebook and Twitter. Disagree with Big Brother on, say, politics or morality, and Big Brother will shut you up by shutting you down.
Okay, this graphic. We both know that's not what he's tweeting. There, that's more like it.
And what is it that Big Brother doesn't like? Well, Tim Cook said it. Anything that doesn't conform to his left-wing worldview. YouTube continues to restrict over 100 of PragerU's videos.
But one more wouldn't hurt.
Broad-based studies by the American Institute for Behavioral Research and Technology and by Northwestern University have confirmed what these examples clearly suggest: bias against conservatives at Google and other big tech sites.
Okay, I looked for those studies. First I tried the sources link at the bottom of the video, but it only goes to a mirror of this video, and a transcript and some fun quizzes. Searching for them myself, I found a couple studies which might be the ones they're talking about, but neither actually makes the precise claim Brent does. The AIBRT result, published in 2015, suggests that search results have an impact on elections and that those results can be manipulated. The Northwestern University study I found acknowledges that Google News picks up more liberal results than conservative ones, but also shows that this varies depending on what terms are searched, as well as acknowledging that this could be because 1. The Google algorithm itself is biased toward selecting left-leaning sources, and 2. There is more left/liberal news content being produced and published online, and the observed results simply reflect a greater availability of news content on the left. It could be either one of these.
You should be concerned, very concerned. We are advancing swiftly toward an Orwellian 1984 world.
Yeah, it's called the Patriot Act, you dumb piece of shit. Where the fuck have you been these past 20 years, motherfucker? Have you just been sucking Steve Jobs' dick this whole time?
What's the solution? Simply return to the open market of ideas that served big tech so well for so long.
But Brent, people have been getting banned for saying racist shit for ages. First they came for the fascists and you didn't do anything, Brent. There's blood on your hands.
Stop the censorship and let people make up their own minds. Otherwise, America and the rest of what has been known as the free world will cease to be free.
And the video is over. The word monopoly hasn't been said once. So if America is free now, why can't a dipshit like Brent just make his own YouTube? It seems like that would solve this problem. But oh, wait, it probably wouldn't be able to compete with YouTube's existing market share and capital. Oh, but he'd still be able to make his case to what extent he can now, but it would get fewer views and show up lower in search results, like a million other sites that aren't YouTube. It's almost like monopolies discourage competition or something, and people who deify CEOs as liberators are the same kind of drooling retards who would hate someone until they won an election. Maybe when Google does it, you'll like them again, Brent, you goofy, gimpy dullard. Until next time, this has been a Professor Redrockets production. I'm enthusiastically licking you. You're my friend. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Professor Redrockets out.
That's how serious the big tech threat is.